Welcome, guys. Remember, these are the places that I'm used to. Okay, so as I'm discussing these more difficult situations that most of you are around in your neighborhoods, just remember what I'm used to and where I come from and where I go. So when I tell you something that might sound crazy in your neighborhood, all comes from tremendous amount of experience and just repetition. Just remember, okay, I'll never tell you something that's not true. Look at this, you guys. Liz, I hope you don't mind. So, Liz, I won't say her last name because I didn't ask her. I'm pretty sure she's cool with it, but I just didn't. I don't want to put her name on. So she walks her dog. She's always posting some amazing pictures. One thing I recognized immediately was how they do it, which is their system. They always have this. It's like tech. You know, for a lack of me not being able to describe it, you can see it's literally translucent. Look at that. Like you're walking the dog. The dog, she's filming what the dog is looking at. So the dog sees them. Look at that. Let's drive him back here. Okay, I'll make it quick. I just wanted to... Let's see if we can get it to come in a little better. It almost looks like a cow, but it's not. It's hard to make out any feet, but you can see the legs. This is not the first time I've seen this. This is amazing. Great capture, Liz. It's one of them. Remember, they don't all have feet either. Everyone's out looking for footprints. Well, I don't like to make percentages. A lot of what's out here doesn't have feet. They have other things. Over now. Did you guys see him in the last video? He's right, I think it's that. Oh, I'm too far. The only place I could really pull over so I could sit in. I think that's it. Hey, look at the parallel. It's impossible. Is that what that is? What's going? Oh, it's just melted, or is that a stick? I can't see. I got my shades on. I got my 1980 Ray-Bans on, and they're causing a weird glare. What is that? I think it's the ground behind. Isn't that crazy? Just right there, something goes on. Oh, there's. Gotcha. See, you could almost, even if real beings were sitting there in real time, just like you would expect it would be, like with no magic. That's what they look like. And I barely saw them. Like I was just about to miss them. Where are they? There. Shapeshifters. Long distance whistles. That's weird, I just heard a whistle. Did you guys hear that? I don't know if it's on the video. You can faintly hear a whistle. I don't know if it was on the other side of my truck or it was from out there. I'm not kidding. Look at that. They're all right there. Every single one has a trident leaning. You see, there's their trident leaning right there. See the white one? Trident leaning, okay? Every single patch has a trident leaning on it. Here, let's go for a long distance. Every single one has something like that. But all of these have, like, look. Actually, I can show you as I go by. They all have tridents. Am I going to go overboard? No, but I need you guys to be aware of this because as I go, it's really important just to be like, oh yeah, I remember him talking about that. So it's very important. Just trust me. Okay, I'm not trying to shove this down your throat. I need you to know about it. It benefits me in no way. Look at the footprints. These guys keep the animals around them here all the time. Let's see if that. Oh yeah, look at the footprint. Oh my God, there's a seat. Look at that. You guys, look at the teepee. Of course, it just snowed. Like this just ended an hour ago. Look at the disturbances on the ground. There's a seat there, you guys. Look. Sometimes I wonder, like you have to wonder. Like I say, the camera can see them, but what if, like a lot of times they can't? Like he's just standing right there in the middle of the snow, completely light bending. Like, you know, Is that ridiculous? I mean, not really. I mean, these are the things that you have to process. We're processing out of thinking situations, so you have to look at all scenarios. You can't be worried about whether it would be crazy or, oh shit, am I going too fast? Or uncool, or, you know. You be real careful up here because these roads are, there's not much there's not much more slick than packed powder snow. Like once it's really packed down, it just becomes this sheet of ice, and you can just go right off. So you gotta be careful. And right now it's a sheet of ice. I think it's because, oh, it's 15, so it's real cold. I think what it was is it was a little bit warmer yesterday, and then it got real cold overnight, and so now everything's just untreatable. You want to see a snow squatch? Let's see if I can get it on this tripod. I'm not screwed it, I'm just resting it on top. Watch this. Where was he? Not that. That's weird. It looks like heat, doesn't it? I never really. I guess it's just. Hey, that's strange out there. You see that? They got those fake rocks out there. Sometimes I wonder, like, what they're really doing. Like, you know, do they create false environments? Wow, are those? Did I just catch, totally by accident, a herd of elk? Wow. You guys, this is rare. These elk are so elusive in Colorado. Like, so you'll get to see them because they'll come down and be in a field, so you'll see them. Like lots of them. Look at them running. I guess this is a 1 in a million shot. I know it's not clear, but it's, well, look how far away. All right, this is good. Man, that was an accident. You'd never be able to see them. Look at that. Out in the wilderness, like that's way out there for them. I know exactly where they're going, which is so big for me because I always wondered where, like, which direction they come from, or look at them. I know they're going to the fields that I show you guys, like as I'm driving out of here. And I've shown you them there. Like I've shown you 1,000 of them, hundreds of them. I don't know, I've never counted them, but I think there was 1,000 there one day. It's amazing how they all end up there. I wonder how big that herd was. Looks like he found a little bush that he's interested in. It looks like a little guy. How much does this video, what do you think I'd make money if all of a sudden, like a Bigfoot the way we thought it should be, like, comes out of the bushes, jumps on the elk and starts riding him like a horse? You think that would be worth money? That, you know what's funny? If that happened, it's not funny, but I know I'm being very ridiculous. Just hypothetical, just for fun. Like, what if he won $1 million? No one would believe it. Isn't that the crazy thing? Like, if that really happened right now, or even if he grabbed him and then like dragged him like that way and you couldn't see anymore, people would be like, "Oh, that's a trained," you know. They would just come up with any logical explanation, whatever they can logically explain. This is what's been defaultly inputted into us for generations. I mean, it could be, honestly, guys, a long, long time. Like before the flood, everything, like a long, long time ago. Actually, it could be that 90% of our brain, it could be a couple 100,000 years ago. But rest assured, you used to use a 100 or a lot of the other part of your brain. You know, how would I know that you used all of it? I mean, I don't know, but I just know it was more than now. It's just incredible over there. I'm trying to catch this before the lighting changes. I just see something I normally don't see. Hold on. I'm looking with my eyes all day long. I know, through the dirty window, yeah, kind of. Is it just, what is that? Oh, I remember seeing that. Didn't I film that last year? Only in the snow. The snow covers something. But it's extremely round. You guys, look at that. Does that look normal to you? What the They're just trees? I mean, that's crazy. Man, that looks cold, doesn't it? Some pretty strange indents up there. Like, how is that indented? Maybe the ground. Maybe there's holes in the ground there. Oh, I see something. Oh, it's trees. I'm not really looking for something. I just want to, but if I do see, like, this is the kind of video where I would never show you anything that looks like a face. I'd want to see, right there, something going across right there. How cool would that be? That's unexplainable to me, you guys. All I have done, if I was to film a Sasquatch, let's just say, walking across, like right there, which you could almost picture, right? Like some internet video. Like say, probably more like there. They're always by the trees. So he'll be like walking behind those trees, right? Forgot what I was going to say. Hold on. I started seeing something and then I forgot what I was saying. It's my old age, I think. No, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty on the ball. It's just that I have one of my issues is too many thoughts at once. This is it's always been one of my problems. About the same, thing, but it's like I'm thinking about 50 scenarios and 20 different. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Like, if you saw, like, we saw him, like, walking, like, right behind there, like some, like my video or some internet video or something. I would honestly be able to tell you I have no idea. Like, or just say, or even better, like, maybe about the trees it's more my thing, if trees are involved. But, like, if you just over there, like, I wouldn't be able to help you with that any more than you could help yourself. Except that it's real. Like, this is something I know these guys live all around me. Like, very close, right across the street. But this one time the dude's walking across, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I've been trying to say for half an hour, is I don't know, I would have no explanation why. Like, it seems to be an extremely rare thing. What is that? Remember, they'll do blatant things out there because that's very suspicious to me right there. Right there. Because it's not accessible. Nobody can get there. Not right there. I mean, if you were, paid by someone, but no one would get there. You'd have to have precise, coordinates to get there. Look at that. That's very suspicious to me. It's not a building, I can promise you that. There's no structures down there. This is forest. Look at the strange. It's almost like those trees were planted or something, or arranged. See how it's like has this strange. It's almost like it's an X. Holy. See the X? Excuse me. Miss Spoiled. It's my kitty. She's like, she wants something. She's treated like a queen, and she's not very smart either. Look at that. Look. What do you want? Why would you interrupt my video? I'm going to show just for the cat because there's people that love cats. And for some reason, I have so many people that have black cats that look exact. She's so black. Look, you can barely see her. You can't even see her. I've stepped on her, kicked her, like at night. Like she'll just be standing right in the way, and I can't see her. I actually get mad at her that she's that dumb that she sees me coming, doesn't move. What do you want, sweetie? You want to go back? Oh, she wants to go back. Look, I'm trying to show people that I live in a crazy place. Oh, look at the difference, man. It's just since I zoomed out. even if I show this to you, I think I want to show some of it. Sometimes I show more than I want to, just not to edit it. I usually edit like output. Sometimes it's just like, I'll put the whole clip in. Which meaning like showing my cat and stuff and over talking. The lighting changed like a cloud. Since I was talking to Shadow, got dark there. The light was shining up there, now it's not. So I don't really want to zoom in that light. And it's getting dark at night. It's currently 4:40 here at night, so it'll be dark pretty soon. Overnight, I wanted to show that to you. And I'm going to keep an eye over here. I know what the trick is. We got to go for here. We have to go. This window is not as dirty. I need to keep an eye right here. See, one of the problems is I'd like to put a camera just like that and keep it, but one of the problems is it's hard zoomed. I can't. Like when you let go of a tripod like that, I mean, I'm sure there's a setup. Like you got to get like a real tripod, probably like a $300 or $400, you know. But these ones that we use, you can't. It just like as soon as you let go of the camera, it'll go like this. It'll be like this. Like, or even like the more zoomed you are, the more it'll move. So if it's like this and you let go of a tripod, it'll do this. It'll either go up, like it's barely moving at all. But since you're so zoomed in, hey you guys, I think that's a Trident in there. I'm telling you, it was never there. There's an X, there's a Trident, everything. They have claimed that tree, or it's always been, and they're just now decorating it. I mean, it could have always been decorated, but it's not. It was been redecorated because it hasn't been. Yeah, why is that thing pretending to be? It's still there. This is like a long time later, 40 minutes, give or take. I haven't timed it. That cow is still there. He was just chilling by himself. What is moving in front of him? What's he? Oh, he's chewing. Okay, that's the same thing as last time. Look how weird he looks. Looks like a puppy that's 100 times bigger than it's supposed to be. That's what it looks like from here. A black puppy. But that's such a cow thing. Remember, I raised Yeti. That's all he does. Like they just chew. There's a reason for it. I forget what it is. They do that for a reason. Lee knows. She's told me, I forget. So that's a legit cow. I mean, it doesn't look like, it looks like it could be a trick or something almost. Like, where's his ears? That's the weird part. Like, I don't see the ears. It's like, you know, real round. Let's see if we see ears. I'm just doing this for fun. If you zoom over there, not really, do we? I guess not. You can't really see him. It's just it's what it is. It's like shadow. I think it's what's happening. It's just when you're so black, you lose. The camera can't pick it up. So when she was chewing, I thought the snow was moving. Interesting. It's gotta be a cat. It's just weird that all by herself for a long time, and I can't find the boulder. Is that it? Why does there have to be a face in that? Like, I'm sure it's just an accident, but it might not be. Like, why? Is there a skull there? Yeah? There doesn't have to be one. There's nowhere else. Go zoom in your backyard and see if you find a snow that looks like a skull. You probably won't.